Here comes the teams. Leicester led by Ricardo. It is the final game of Leicester City's pre-season programme. It's here at the Singapore National Stadium as City will take on Liverpool with the big kick-off to the new season now just 7 days away. Today marks the final chance for Enzo Maresca to run the rule over his squad before embarking on the championship season, which kicks off at King Power Stadium against Coventry City. Maresca missing just one of his summer recruits, Connor Cody. He's out due to injury, but the other new faces all start today. They include goalkeeper Mads Hermansen, Callum Doyle and Harry Winks, whilst youngster Casey McAteer gets a chance from the start after impressing Enzo Maresca throughout the pre-season games so far. Experienced heads in there as well, the likes of Ndidi, Castagna, Vestergaard, as well as Ricardo Albrighton as well. Liverpool's summer has been a story of departures. Firmino, Milner, Oxlade-Chamberlain, Keita, and most notably Captain Jordan Henderson leaving the club. And it's just Alexis McAllister and Dominic Szoboszlai arriving. McAllister starts while Szoboszlai is on the bench after recovering from injury. A decent number of Liverpool fans here at the Singapore National Stadium. It holds 55,000, just sits on the waterfront. Lovely views over the waterfront in the sports complex here in Singapore. It has got a retractable roof, but thankfully that wasn't needed ahead of this game. This is how Liverpool line up, as we would expect, I suppose, David. 4-3-3 has been the case for Jurgen Klopp. Bobby Clark, a youngster that's in the centre of midfield.
Yeah, no, obviously you'll be delighted to get the start here. You know, if you look at that side, you know, Robertson, Canate, Van Dijk, Trent, you know, that's the usual back four. McAllister, Curtis Jones, Bobby Clark in midfield playing against, you know, and then you got Diota, Nunes and Salah up top. So
Leicester side that lines up again 4-3-3, although as we thought Ricardo will probably drift into midfield now and again. Casey McAteer with that big chance, David, will probably play on the left hand side of what is a front three, but a big opportunity to impress Enzo Maresca.
Yeah, massively, and he's taking his chance in pre-season. You know, when a new manager comes in, you know, it's a fresh start for all players, including the young players. And you know, Casey's took his chance and he gets that today against Liverpool. So I'm looking forward to seeing how he does. You know, we're playing left of a free, so it'll be interesting how he comes up against, you know, Trent Alexander-Arnold.
Both sides in changed shirts ahead of this one, both with retro vibes amongst them. Liverpool in green and white, Leicester in navy blue with the sky blue sash. Liverpool closing down, and it's Vestergaard with a ball looped up towards Daka. Manages to get a touch to it, and that might release Casey McAteer, who's been joining the attack by Wilfred Ndidi. Brilliant save by Kelleher, quickly off his line, and Ndidi, a scorer in the week in the friendly against Port FC, was nearly on target again there, with Daka finding McAteer and then sliding the ball through to Ndidi.
Yeah, again, solid play again by Leicester. You know, the little bit of possession in defensive midfield, and you know, they're trying to utilise that pace of Patson Daka in behind, who managed to get onto the end of the ball. You know, against a strong Liverpool side, you know, you could ask yourself, will teams in the Championship be able to cope with this? I hope not.
It's a great ball by Dewsbury Hall, and it's Ndidi again breaking forward, and he's tried to square it to Albrighton, but coming back was the captain Virgil van Dijk. Well, two chances in the space of a couple of minutes for Leicester, and Wilfred Ndidi, the attacking force in both of them.
Yeah, again down the left-hand side, great ball by Dewsbury Hall. You know, Leicester have started really well here. You know, I'm impressed.
Ricardo, Portuguese. He's about to start his 6th season as a Leicester player, a former Porto player, and it's another direct ball that's picked out Casey McAteer. His first touch has taken him beyond Trent Alexander-Arnold, and it was Canate across to block the shots from the Leicester youngster. And there's so many positive sides when Leicester come forward.
Yeah, again, a switch of play there by Mark Albrighton, you know, right across the back line of Liverpool. Casey McAteer showing his pace.
Just before half-time, doing the double over Leicester last season. Alexander-Arnold helped on towards Jota, and Hermansen with the save, but has only helped touch it into the path of Darwin Núñez. who from close range just steered the ball over the line to give Liverpool the lead as we approach the half-hour mark.
That's what the big teams do, isn't it? You know, obviously a great ball by McAllister in behind to find Diego Jota. You know, left foot shot across keeper Matt Emerson does make a good save, but he just doesn't push it too wide enough, and you know it's a bit of a tap in for Darwin Núñez. You know, as I said, you know the big team can hurt you at any point. They don't have to play well. You know, they can just, if Leicester get the ball away, they can hit you on the counter and hurt you really quickly. Great way like trending to McAllister, out wide to Diego Jota, shoots. Great save by Hermansen, but you know just push it into the path of Darwin Núñez to make it 1-0. But you know it is pre-season. You know you learn from these mistakes.
Jones, who scored 2 of them. Ricardo there again. Brilliant ball from Trent Alexander-Arnold, and coming onto it was Robertson. He couldn't keep the shot down. It's gone flying over the bar, but the patient build-up and then the chance to try and seize a second goal was almost played to perfection by Liverpool.
How many times do we see that in the Premier League last season? You know, Trent, Robertson, you know, they have a great link-up, you know, the right back and the left back. I'm sure Casper would have given him a little bit of advice when he moved to Leicester. You know, obviously played here for a lot of years and you know, done ever so well for the club, and you know, I'm sure he would have given Mads a lot of tips, you know, coming into the club.
Salah, seen in these positions so many times, and then Clark was provided the assist from Salah, and he slotted the ball into the bottom corner, just out of the reach of Mads Hermansen. And Liverpool have got a second goal 10 minutes before half-time, and it's the youngster Bobby Clark who celebrates the second.
Yeah, again, Salah on the right-hand side, you know, getting fed the ball, and you know, just a little touch off Bobby Clark for a shot inside, you know, the 18-yard box into the bottom corner, past Mads Hermansen. Too easy for Liverpool there. I'm not sure what the build-up was before. I think the Leicester just got caught out in midfield.
He made a few appearances last season, all of them in cup competition. Clark. Robertson. Jota finding Salah. McAllister in the middle, Jota in the middle. His header. And he scored against Leicester City again. Has a real knack of scoring against the Foxes for all of his clubs. And that was a glancing header. Again coming from the Liverpool right, and again just out of the reach of Mads Hermansen. Leicester have been blown away by 3 quick-fire goals.
Yeah, no, play again. I think Jota plays the ball out wide to this right-hand side to Salah. You know, he carries his run into the box from the left-hand side. Diego Jota managed to get a glancing header on it into the far right-hand corner. Mads Hermansen always gets there, but you know, as I say, it's a great ball by Salah, great header by Diego Jota. You know, for a small lad, he can get up and head the ball. And
another player from the northeast, McConnell, who's closed down and fouled by Keenan Dewsbury Hall, born in Sunderland, came through the ranks there but joined Liverpool a couple of years ago. His first season, last season, was his first appearance in Premier League 2, 5 appearances. Here's Luis Diaz, this is Cody Gakpo, just didn't quite drop quick enough, and Vestergaard quickly out to make the block. Liverpool corner.
Yeah, good block there by Vestergaard. You know, Luis Diaz down the left-hand side, you know, up against, you know, Castagne.
Quansah. Nowak again. Harvey Elliott's in front of him. He's managed to get past 2 challenges and a shot from the edge of the box that's just fizzed wide. Liverpool looking for a corner. There's McConnell with the shot that was struck with real power and fizzing across the ground. The 2 youngsters combining to create the first real opening of the second half.
Yeah, he's claiming it's corner as well. You know, I think Mads Hermansen gets a fingertip on that to tip it wide. I don't think it was going in. It's nice to see 2 youngsters on the wings as well. You know, you didn't really see that, you know, last season. But again, missing him.
Once dispossessed, and well, that's unorthodox, and it has gone wide from Mads Hermansen. Wasn't sure if he was in or outside of the box, so went with a headed save.
Again, it comes from a mistake by Leicester. You know, Winks getting caught out again in midfield. A short pass, I'm not sure who it was by, but Winks gets caught out on the ball, and Winks just trying to losing out to Szoboszlai, and he sees Hermansen off his line, and to be fair, the keeper does that so well. You know, he wasn't sure where he was, if he was inside the box or outside the box, and he didn't want to take no chances, and you know, he's done really well in the end, you know, not to concede a goal there, and as did Jota as well, with a lot of injuries, so hence why Cody Gakpo came in, because they were both injured. You know, they've got a lot of options now from Liverpool, so I think they could be a threat this season in the Premier League.
Corner that Szoboszlai will take. Well, initially looked like it was clear, but it fell to Doak, who from close range, the 17-year-old, has slammed the ball into the back of the net. Dangerous corner, and Liverpool score a fourth.
Yeah, it was like a near post corner flicked on by I think it was Joe Matip. You know, great touch into the back post, and young Doak there, you know, there to a little tapping on the 6-yard back header, back stick. Good little finish for the youngster. You know, past Mads Hermansen, free header. Not sure about the marking, but you know, Liverpool deservedly, you know, get another goal and deservedly go 4-0. No chance for the keeper though.
Do you sense early in a campaign that it's going to be that good, or with it being such a grind in the Championship, as indeed he gets in and he's in behind the Liverpool defence, he's pulled it back to Daka, and that was a brilliant block by Quansah. Then it's Dewsbury Hall. Indeed, he getting himself back onside. Madi Vidua. First time Leicester will be able to get so many numbers forward.
But you got, if that's like a number 8 or a number 10 in that position, he shoots there. But
Dewsbury Hall, he does shoot across the face of goal. He was joined by McAteer, but it was just too far in front of the other academy player.
It's 2 quick fire chances there for Leicester. First one, Ndidi, you know, he's got to shoot. You know, I know he's a defensive midfielder, but he's been the player who's been, you know, had the licence to get forward for Leicester. You know, 2 opportunities in the first half. You know, one here where he's got to shoot. In the end, he does well to pull it back to Daka, but
as Leicester fly back to the UK, Liverpool will remain out here a little bit longer for the game against Bayern Munich in the week. Elliott shots over the bar. And that brings an end to the contest and the end to Leicester City's pre-season games. And it ends in defeat. Liverpool scoring 3 in the first half. Nunez, Clark and Jota, the goal scorers. And in the second half, it was 17-year-old Ben Doak with a header from close range that completed the scoring. Leicester started really well. Wilfred Ndidi in particular, a thorn in Liverpool's side, breaking forward, had one chance, nearly created another, and then to the end of the game Leicester started to create opportunities but were unable to get themselves on the score sheet.